Welcome back. I'm glad you joined me. This is Stephanie with Trillium Tarot, and I am going to share another of my tarot decks with you today. Uh, for this video, I decided to show you the Everyday Witch Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks, so much so that when I moved, I could not find my original copy of this tarot deck, so I bought a second one. So I have two copies of this. I'm sure it'll be just like Christmas when I find the other one. And I bought the mini version of this deck so I can have it in my bag wherever I go. So I actually own three versions of this specific deck. And the reason I'm showing you this video is I enjoy using this one a lot, but I put it in order so that I could go through the major arcana and the suits in order. And I'm really anxious to get it shuffled back up and in use again in my rotation. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start looking at the major arcana. So here we have the Fool. As a general rule, I have never traditionally been a huge fan of the more cartoony type decks, but I just love this set. Here's the Magician and the High Priestess. Here's the Empress. Very fertile, very abundant. And then the Emperor, starting to travel already on my screen here. So there's the Emperor. And here we have the Hierophant. Instead of the traditional Pope-like figure, I find it interesting that this depiction is more about meditation and yoga and, self-balancing or self-help. I don't like that term, self-help. That was a bad description. I hope you get the gist of what I'm trying to say with that, with that particular card. Here we have the Lovers and the Chariot. Is this person going to go this way, or is this person going to go that way on her red motorcycle with the sidecar? Strength. They're just out for a stroll. Here we have the Hermit, somebody who's gone into the woods to spend some time alone and go within. Wheel of Fortune. Looks kind of like a carnival game. Here we have the Justice card. This person is blindfolded, but if you look closely, this person can see just a little bit out from under that blindfold. And I like the fact that there's the white cat and the black cat and the scales and the Hanged Man, hanging from a broomstick, not from a tree. And here's Death. You could never mistake this card for anything but the Death card. By the way, there is a cat or a familiar in every one of these cards. For the Death card, it happens to be a black cat. And there's also a black cat with the Temperance card. Oops. Got overly excited there. So this person is balanced, is taking care of themselves, but on this side they have, cakes and sweets, and on this side they have things that are better for them. So you always have choices, and it's important to make those choices in balance. Here's the Devil card, offering one person money and the other person ice cream, and their two familiars at the bottom there are trying to get their attention and tell them, no, don't take either one. The devil has the red tail there that the kids or the young people are unable to see because they're focused on whatever the devil is offering. Here's the Tower and the Star, the Moon with the traditional witch flying on a broomstick across the moon, and the cat in the foreground. Here's the Sun card. All those sunflowers make my heart happy. Here's the Judgment card, the Pied Piper, leading the group to wherever it's going to be going. And finally, we have the World card. So let's look at the suit of swords. Here is the Ace of Swords, where it all starts, holding it up in the air. The Two of Swords, playing darts with the daggers. The Three of Swords. Little different depiction. I mean, it's still swords through a heart, but it's through the box of chocolates. The Four of Swords. She's resting and sleeping and rejuvenating herself. Here's the Five of Swords. And the Six of Swords, traveling from one place to another. Usually it's depicted in a boat, but on this one they just pack their stuff up and they're moving on foot. The Seven of Swords. Here's the Eight of Swords. And the Nine of Swords. She may be trapped in nightmare and anxiety and stress right now, but if she were to choose to look this way, there is a sunrise or a sunset or something beautiful for her to focus on. But right now, she's stuck in her own head. The Ten of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Movement, flying through the air on the broomstick. Here's the Queen of Swords. And finally, we wrap up with the King of Swords. So now, let's switch over to the suit of wands. And remember that wands are traditionally associated with the element of fire. So we see the Ace of Wands with the campfire right there. The Two of Wands with the flames and the torches there. Three of Wands. Four of Wands, the celebration, once the building of the tower in the background has been complete. Five of Wands, the bickering, the fighting, the confrontation or conflict. Here's the Six of Wands, the celebration, public acknowledgement. Here's the Seven of Wands, where she's being backed into a corner and she's not afraid to defend herself. Let's see if I can make this focus. There we go. The Eight of Wands with the wands flying through the air. She looks a bit like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, doesn't she, with that tornado in the background. The Nine of Wands. And the Ten of Wands, carrying all that mess up a hill by hand. Here we have the Page of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Again, with the fire element, there's that dragon back there. Let me look back at the page and see. I don't see a dragon on here, but we do have the salamander there, which is a reminder of the element of fire. Then we go to the Knight that does have the dragon on the top of the hill. The Queen of Wands, she has her black cat in front of her, as well as her dragon. Let me take a quick look on this King of Wands, because strangely enough, I'm not seeing, oh, sure. This is the King of Wands. I had to look closely to find the depiction of fire, but there's flames here. And then up here around the map, or whatever the display is that he's talking about, that's where the dragons are located. So let's move on from wands and we'll get into the suit of cups. So here's the Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups, the new relationship, new person, partnership. Here's the Three of Cups, which could be a celebration or a partnership with more than one person. Four of Cups, the guy thinks he's lost everything and he's not even paying attention to the fact that he's being offered something else. He's just focused on the negative instead of the potential positive. And that cat in the background is getting ready to launch himself and get into some trouble over there. I know how those little buggers work. Here's the Five of Cups, which is grief and loss. the Six of Cups, lined up again here. The Seven of Cups. You go into a shop, you have so many choices, so many decisions to make about what to buy, what's not, a need on your list, what might be a want, how to fit it in your budget, how to not buy so many tarot cards. Here's the Eight of Wands, or eight of Cups, not wands. Good Lord. The Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. This one doesn't have the rainbow depiction that you see on so many other decks, but it does show, a happy family with an afternoon out, sharing a picnic, out in relaxing nature and listening to the sound of the water and feeling the fresh air. So this is I like this card. I want to go there. Wherever that is, I want to go there. Here's the Page of Cups. This one does not have this fishy jumping out of the cup. The Knight of Cups. I have a feeling that all of these knights are going to be flying around on broomsticks. And look at the cat trying to hold on for dear life at the very front of the broomstick. Here's the Queen of Cups. And finally, the King of Cups. So we have one suit to get through, and that is the Suit of Pentacles. Let me get my banner going here, because I always start this when I get to the last suit. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, something new starting out. Here is the Two of Pentacles. She is not only a master of balancing, but she's balancing these two pentacles, looking up while she's on a teeter-totter. I guess it's a teeter-totter, not like the kinds you find at the playground, but she's balancing not only her feet, but her hands, and that cat is about to throw a monkey wrench into the works. Here's the Three of Pentacles. They're making plans, starting a project. Here's the Four of Pentacles. He is sitting on the chest that contains all of his precious items, or precious feelings, or precious whatever's dear to him, and he is watching for somebody to come and try and take it from him. Here's the Five of Pentacles. They are cold, they are wet, they are hungry, they need help, but the doors of the house are closed to them for whatever reason. Here's the Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, here's the Nine of Pentacles. She's sitting pretty and is surrounded by pretty much everything that she wants. And the Ten of Pentacles is multi-generational. They have enough. They can pass it on to the younger generations. Here's the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. He's trying to fly on his broomstick, but it looks like he can't quite get off the ground, but he's giving it his best effort. Here's the Queen of Pentacles, with all of the kitty cats playing around by her feet. And finally, we have the King of Pentacles. Looks like he doesn't have a kitty cat, but he has a dog, and in the background he has a bull, and he's sitting on his throne surveying his territory. I hope this video was helpful to give you an idea of what this deck looks like. If it appeals to you, please do shop for it through the affiliate links in the description of the video below. I feel like there was something else I was going to say, but it has escaped me at the moment. I do have other videos on my YouTube channel, so please like this video, give me the thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for updates when I post future videos. And for additional resources, you can visit my website, trilliumtarot.com. So I look forward to seeing you next time.